Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Partners in Marriage. I'm your host, Dr. J. Hey, listen, if you can't do big things, do little things, small things, great. Okay? I hope you are having a wonderful day and that things are going well enough for you to say, hey, I'm going to make it work no matter what. I want you to join us on our webpage. We've got some great information there at partnersinmarriage.com. That's partners with an S inmarriage.com. We got books for sale and love to do some workshops and trainings in your area. So jump on board, let us know what you got, where you are, and see what we can do to make it better for you and your spouse. We've been talking about things we can do to make our marriages better and successful, to have a successful marriage. Now, bottom line, a successful marriage is a happy marriage. It's not necessarily based on the money. You cannot have money and still have a successful marriage if you're happy. The goal for everybody is happy, whether you believe it or not. People, when they're happy, they'll work free, they'll do things free because money is not the objective. If money is the goal, you don't need to get married, okay? And if you think money has to make you happy, you're not ready for marriage. So we've been talking about successful things that we know. And over years now, like I told you guys, my wife and I are headed for 50 years of marriage in June. And it has been a great experience. And every journey has been great. But I didn't see them as great. But I'm learning now. And I want to share some things with you from personal life experiences as well as what's been proven. I'm not the only one who knows how this works. We've already shared several things. I want to just jump right into number 4, personal time. Plan some personal time. Now, when I talk about personal time, you need some you time, your spouse needs some you time, and you both need some we time together. Okay, that's important because even though you've got to work, there are so many things that have just challenged marriages. It's obvious that a lot of jobs are not designed with marriage in mind. I love the military. I got great respect for the military. I got great respect for the medical field. I got greater respect for the clergy because I am one. But these jobs are not designed for personal time for marriage. You got to take it. You got to make it work, and you got to find it and then stick to it because there are always going to be needs. And God gave you your personal relationship with Him first, and then the relationship that you chose with your spouse next. And that has to be before anything that comes on the job level. So that's important. Keep the work in perspective. It's important. It's a part of the community. It helps make people better, whatever you're doing. And I'm grateful that you get that. But more than that, you have to remember that my family comes first. Because when all those things come apart or they shift and change, you need your family. So schedule, plan some time, personal time for you to get it together. Resting, manicures, pedicures, massages, whatever, and then some time for you and your spouse. Now, again, you know I'm hard on this thing about entertainment. I think it has its place, but one of the worst things we can do is try to imitate what we see in the movies as our marriage. It's okay to have those nice times when you set up the dinner by candlelight. I think those are nice. And sitting by the fireplace and enjoying a movie together or smooching, that's great. But when you finish that, try not to imagine that that's what it's supposed to be like every single day. You may get one of those every now and then and enjoy it. But don't make your life a place that you're going to make that the center of your life and your marriage and relationship. That's not possible. So also share some normal work time with each other. You know, sometimes if you can't go on your spouse's job and share with them. Now if you got some suspicions, you're suspect or they are suspect, don't show up. It's got to be because you love them, you care for them, and it's a surprise that will make them happy. You're not looking for something. There's too much of that going on. And we got to talk about that because that is a horse of another color, different race, another game altogether. There's some real problems there. Number 5, understand that it's okay to disagree. Now, that was one of the things I want to be upfront with you. I had a real problem with that because I am a A-type personality. I am that male. I'm that guy. And I felt like when I offered a suggestion or said something, that's it. That was the way it worked. It worked that way. So when my spouse, who I love dearly, and I found out that she was not a yes woman. She is my change for $1. And so, trying to be rough and trying to be tough and pretend like, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be my way. Well, it didn't work that way. Eventually, I found out, and it's not because we had a knockdown, drag-out situation. That's not going to happen. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that guy. So I found out that two people of opposite coming from different sides of the track, different location, raised different ways, or whatever, having love as a center of our hope, building upon our friendship and our partnership, I realized that it's okay to disagree because she can show me something in a different way I've not seen it before. That's why you have a partner that is different, but you enjoy the difference. It's like having salt and sugar together. Oh, yeah, boy. One enhances the other when you got them the right mixture and you're not trying to put more salt in to hide the taste of the sugar or vice versa. You want to complement each other, just enough of each to get that flavor. That's why understanding that we can be okay. We can agree to disagree, and we can complement each other and not be competitive. I'm telling you, that's going to help your marriage, whether you know it or not. And then, of course, that woman, build that trust. A woman is made to add or multiply what you give her. That's the gift a woman is to a husband. And you got to build that trust. So anytime when God gave her to you as a male, let me talk to you brothers for a minute. Whatever you give her, she adds and multiplies it. Get this now, follow. If you give her a seed, she's going to multiply it and give you a child. That's going to happen. If you give her love, she's going to multiply. You give that woman $5, a real woman, a real wife, she will multiply it and probably give you 500 to 5,000 back. But if you give her, a hard time, if you give her difficulty, she multiplies it and she gives it back to you. So keep in mind, now look, she'll follow you if you show her your dream and vision. If you let her know what kind of man you are, where you're going, what's going to happen, what goals you have for the marriage and the home and these kinds of things. If you can do that, you'll build trust with her. She will take that thing, that vision of yours, and help you bring it to pass. But that's how it has to work. Show respect, you get respect. Share your vision, you'll get that vision in action. Impart into her, plant into her, you're going to reap good things in return. Guys, I'm coming back with you some more. I got lots more to share with you on these areas, and we're going to talk more about that. And ladies, I want you to keep in mind, come on now, step it up. Let's do it together. And remember, marriage is not a destination. It is a journey of love.